matter what, I am feeling great.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Godlywood Studio and to Light of Knowledge. We have been discussing about meditation, what are the benefits of meditation, and how Rajyoga meditation can be performed. We saw that it is a connection with the Supreme, and this connection will give us all attainments, whether it is spiritual or material. And now we continue our discussion further. And to continue the discussion, we have Rupa Behenji with us. Behenji, welcome to the studio. Welcome to the show. There was a doubt in my mind when you actually explained Karma Yoga. That is, we have read in Mahabharata and other scriptures that there was a certain Dharma Vyadha and he got a lot of clairvoyance and other abilities just by doing his work. But he was a meat dealer in the market. So, when we talk about Karma Yoga, is it okay if I keep the meditation with God, connection with God, and I do any sort of work?
When we are thinking of God or we plan to have meditation or yoga with God, the purpose itself is to purify my soul.
Hmm.
As a result, I want to experience peace and happiness. If at all a person is remembering God, he gives some powers definitely. And if that is not bringing a change in his action or in his mundane world, then my purpose itself is not fulfilled. And therefore, we understand in this Raj Yoga meditation, I want to meditate with God in order to purify my thoughts, speech, and actions and relations. So it is absolutely goes wrong if I meditate with God for some time and then come out and do whatever I want. That means I am accumulating some plus account. That is, I accumulating good karma, and when I come out, then I am also performing some negative karma. So then what happens? Whatever I earned, that is going to be in the minus account.
Benji, in this particular example, this so-called Dharmavyada actually received his business from his ancestors. To make a living, someone has to do something. So, is it such a wrong thing if even if you have to sell meat in the market, if you do it with devotion to God?
The effect of our karma gives good or bad feelings in our mind. So, in order to get rid of all sins, we try to meditate with God. So, in Raj Yoga meditation, the highest aim of every aspirant is to incinerate his sins and get rid of all negative account of karma so far knowingly, unknowingly we have done. Hence, we are able to enter into a world of purity, world of deities or world of heaven or paradise. We can understand in this way. So, if at all a person is thinking, this has come as an inheritance, that has come as an inheritance, so I am going on doing, that is again a blind awareness of his karma. That leads to again unhappiness. So, the meditation of Raj Yoga has to be supported with the proper knowledge. The knowledge of God gives the understanding. You choose your actions. Don't blindly do, even if somebody else forces, someone forces you. Don't get influenced by others' actions and follow the same if it is wrong. And that's where I said the spiritual path is individual path. I do for myself. And if I am killing somebody and selling that meat to somebody, killing is a violent action. And because I am killing and selling, somebody is taking home and eating, that is again a chain action. And that feelings of sadness is promoted to them also. And this creates a sad atmosphere. Therefore, godly knowledge teaches us, if I am having good connection with God, that has to bring positive change in our actions. Even if it has come from my inheritance or maybe somebody is doing, therefore I am forced to do, but a good meditator will get a confidence and awareness and also determination to come out of that negative cycle.
Benji, meditation might be giving that determination, but still it is a practical situation which we have to face in this present world of competition. Losing one job and getting another is a very difficult task. And how can a person, maybe he is working in a beverage or something where such products are made which is harmful to people, whether he concentrate on making a living or think about the sin which is propagating to the world, what is the solution for this?
He has to decide whether I want to live with happiness or live with creating consequences which takes me to the negative cycle, either now or later. So, a good meditation awakens our inner wisdom, and sometimes when I am in deep meditation, I get good communication with God. Definitely, if I have a very sincere heart to come out of that kind of negative cycle, God helps, He guides. And there are ways where I can save myself. And therefore, it's not a difficult thing, and there is no fear that if I lose this job, maybe I am in the vicious cycle or vicious environment, and there is no other opportunity. I think this will be a confusion in his mind in the beginning, but once he has a full determination and also having faith in God and faith in himself, automatically way will be opened.
Maybe because what you are saying is when you are actually connected to God in this way, it becomes His responsibility, God's responsibility to open up a way for you. Benji, now I would like to have a discussion on a very important subject. You said transformation is taking place, human beings are getting converted into deities, and meditation has to play a very prominent part in it. So, how does this Raj Yoga make a human being into a deity?
We have had the journey long in this world cycle, and as in previous episode we understood, we came from the highest order to lowest. Raj Yoga is giving us only the reflection to see you were perfect like this and you have lost that. That was you and you are not that today. So when a person understands and realizes his own perfection in the beginning, then again to move back to that perfection, meditation is only a supportive force or an energy. So that's how slowly understanding and imbibing the divine qualities and the knowledge which God is constantly giving, this transforms ourselves into deities by eradicating the viciousness which we have or it has occupied our mind. And you see, a pure thing, it has become impure means the original state of that is purity. Impurity has come on the way. What Raj Yoga can do with us is when constantly we come in touch with God and that purity power is filled in our soul, the impure sanskars, impure latencies or impressions slowly dissolves by itself. And it gets destroyed or get merged, and hence finally the purity what it was in the beginning remains. And this becomes the base for creating a new world. And that's how human beings are transformed into deities.
What you say seems to be rather a tedious process. Maybe it will take a long time. So, what is the time limit or time duration you suggest for any person to undergo this transformation? Will it happen in 6 months or 1 year, or will it take more time?
See, destination is clear where I have to reach. The way you are going to move, whether it is slow or fast, and the mode of transport. For example, if I have to reach Delhi from Mount Abu, we know 12 hours journey through train. If I go in my own vehicle, maybe shorter. If I fly, then how much time? The distance is same, but the mode of transport varies how I reach there. And also, if I go by walk, maybe 1 month, 2 months I have to walk, and it will be more tiresome also. Here also in spiritual method of application, God gives all types of methods, how you have to move faster. He guides us. Now it is my job to select the way I understand and how I am going to get rid of all the evil activities and impressions which are there, how quickly I imbibe, so quickly you are going to reach. It's not that time bound that within 1 month you are going to become like this or within 3 months. It depends on individual speed of application of knowledge.
I think Benji, again a similar question come to mind, that you said that a transformation is about to come, and of course it is a gradual process, but can we have a tentative date as to when this transformation will come in full force, so that before that date we can plan our activities and we can move on with our life and transformation?
So, if we have to get a perfect date, are we ready for total transformation? That's
Maybe
the question.
that is what we usually think. I think that if you give us a deadline or something, that this is somewhere near where the
See, God
transformation
has
is
already
coming.
given a deadline that Kali Yuga is completely under the great transformation. It is coming to an end. And this 5,000 years cycle is already, it is at the edge. And the new beginning is already taking place. Now it is my choice how fast I am going in the race of making myself into a deity. God has descended on this earth in the year 1937 and started his great task of transformation. And now we say, when it started, it was very small, and now we see within this time span of very short time, such a big transformation has taken place, and the golden age to come on earth, everything will be very quick. Preparation only takes place a longer time, but once the final stages come, that happens within short time. For example, you want to build a house, then how much time you take to plan and the things you have to accumulate, and then make the foundation and then the wall and everything. But decorating inside, it happens very fast. And destroying that house is also quick. So the old world, which is known as Kali Yuga, to destroy doesn't take much time. And God has already made a very good foundation for golden age, and already the souls who are making this spiritual effort, they are ready. Many souls are ready to that final stage, and only few more souls are to move along with them. And once they are also reaching to their final stage, the great transformation in physical level takes place, and this won't take much time, I can say. So exactly in years, I may not be able to tell, but what we have to understand is there is no time for me. Let the world be, let the people be, or let God teach little more knowledge to people, but I don't know when I am leaving this body. So time, I cannot say that I will be living this many years. Even if I live 100 years also, whether my body will be so strong to do some effort, suddenly anything may happen. So I should be ready at any time. This is the message of God.
I think we should not waste time, and we should not look for deadlines or dates. Today is the day given to us, and let us fulfill our duties now itself. Thank you, Benji, for that revealing discussion. So, dear friends, this time of great transformation is about to come very quickly. It can happen at any time as such, because the preparation for the coming golden age, the foundation laying of the coming golden age, is happening at such fast paces. So, let us also join this revolution. Let us also learn meditation and apply it in our day to day life. And then, when it comes, when the transformation comes, we will be ready. So, today it is time for us to look into the question of the day.
I am Padmavati from Hyderabad. I am housewife. I have two children, one boy and one girl. They are good children, but they are little bit naughty. How can I handle them without getting anger?
Benji, a very common, a very household related issue. Parents are now finding it difficult to control their children. So, what is the solution for it?
See, controlling is in what way? First of all, we have to think about it. Parents would like to make children be obedient what they say they should accept. But nowadays, children have a little bit different level of attitude. They have their own thinking capacity, and sometimes their past birth impressions also leads to this kind of disturbances. So many times we go wrong with children by pressurizing them to listen what they are telling. Maybe we don't listen what they want to express with us. Many parents, less they give time to listen to their feelings. First of all, if they are not listening, allow them to be little what they want to do, and after some time they will come back to you. That is the time you have to speak to them. Many times what we are doing is we are monitoring them and totally we are behind them. So what the children feel, we are not at all they don't let us free.
That I think, Bench, is very true. One parent has been speaking to me and he said, I catch him when he does something naughty. So I had to ask him, do you catch him when he does something good? Because this kind of attitude actually create problem for children.
Nowadays children don't like any negative comments, or they think there is some kind of self image in them. We should not hurt, we should not damage their self image. They think we know something because maybe it is from the past they have carried some good impressions or sometime problematic impressions also. In order to quieten them, first of all we have to look them as our brother souls. Look with that vision, don't think that they are very small. Second thing, honor them, greet them and accept them as they are first, and try to appreciate even if they have done small things good. When we start appreciating, they start listening them, and which I think less parents they do this.
Because I think parents are really impatient that they want achievement or success
And
from
the
their children.
possession is so bad. In other words, we say attachment is so bad that they are passing so much negative energy to their children, and they feel even they are not physically near them, they feel they are binded. I mean, the psychological energy we are passing to them and we are binding them, not letting them to feel free.
Maybe
in
we
their
are not
thoughts.
giving them that necessary space or freedom which they badly need.
So that's why in godly knowledge, God teaches people who are in family path to take their children in a detached manner. And whatever we speak with attachment, the soul doesn't listen.
Benji, I think here you would explain it a little bit more because usually parents and children are attached. There is a bond between them. So when you say that there should be detachment, how can we make it practical?
See, they become instrument only to give birth, but the soul is still a child of Supreme. So in that vision, if we see them, then brotherly love will be there. Though body is small, but soul may be matured. And therefore I have to respect and I have to listen to them also. And even whatever they are speaking, if I listen, they will be happy. And this listening and respecting them will definitely work with them. And in course of time, they become good children, obedient.
Maybe is it because parents are not listening to children? Children feel that they don't listen and they search for somebody else outside the family so that they can tell their problems to them. And then all these negativities which we listen to happen.
Nowadays, parents don't give valuable time to spend with children. They facilitate with things, material comforts, but not giving qualified time to be with them, what actually they are trying to express. For that, they should have genuine love with them and detachment with them. See, bodily attachment doesn't allow the soul to free. And therefore, in the spiritual studies, what we try to, like here also we conduct so much children's program. Many centers, sisters are conducting good programs and their children enjoy. And whatever sister is telling, they listen, they try to do and they try to follow. And the same thing if mother is telling, they don't
They
listen
won't do.
because of that tightness. The attachment binds badly.
But I think here the problem is, Benji, parents are responsible to make the child walk in the right path also. Maybe this responsibility is getting too much in the head of any parent.
It is right. They have to be responsible, they have to be supportive, sometimes they have to be guide as a good guide to the children. Only the point they have to check themselves, am I doing with the detachment as my duty? So that what happens, the positive energy passes to them. Otherwise, the mother is feeling bad and mother is feeling sad because my child has not listened to me. That negative feelings doesn't allow a child to come closer. And even mother with that agony feelings, she will be always criticizing the child. Even in front of others, sometimes a word is spoken which hurts the child, then that will not turn up again.
Definitely, Benji, I think when finally everything is said and done, ultimately we cannot change anyone's attitude or behavior. It is for that person to take care of himself. So maybe parents can take this attitude and be a little bit more free in dealing with their children. So friends, that has been a very practical question and it has been answered beautifully. As such, it is not our responsibility to make anyone walk in the right path, even if that person is your own children, because ultimately every soul is responsible for their own activities. But being a parent, even if the child is behaving badly, all we can do is wait with patience and wait in such a way that we don't give negative vibrations to them. Always try to give positive energy. And today we go to the last portion of our episode, that is the attitude, virtue, and contemplation. So, Benji, what is today's attitude and today's virtue?
Let us take today the attitude of non-judgment. Many times we go on interact or simply interfere with others' actions and we give our judgment, which is not really necessary. And if we give judgment and if they don't accept it, then again pain is received. So this attitude let us develop so that I can keep myself always.
Maybe even if we are not giving judgment, we at least form judgment in mind.
Of
Even
course,
that is
yes.
an unnecessary, I
That
think.
is also a waste because even judgment, what we think it should be like this, this was right and that was right, he should have done like this. We don't know their consequence actually, in what situation they are undergoing. We only see one part of it, like a iceberg inside the ocean, we see only tip of it, and what we see we are judging. But the amount of the sequence what a person has undergone and therefore he has taken up that situation or that action is his responsibility. And the whole we are not aware, and therefore whatever we judge it will be wrong only. And maybe it is not necessary. And therefore let us develop as much as possible the attitude of non-judgment. And the virtue that will be supporting is to have the virtue, the altruism. Whatever we see in others, whatever the good we see in others, let us appreciate with whole heart. Because many times we become so narrow-minded that we don't like to see somebody's goodness, we don't like to appreciate somebody's goodness, and there we feel somewhere ours will be hidden.
And I think we sometimes appreciate outside but feel bad inside the same time.
Yeah, that is because to make that person okay, we say, yeah, what you have done is good, but really my heart is not filled with that good feelings. Therefore, let us do what we are doing with heart. Even a word of appreciation let us speak with heart, and that in return gives the reward. Sometimes I can also become like that. And this in present age of competition, always we try to pull somebody's leg back so that I can go front. This really don't work. This concept, if anybody is having in their mind, let us take out from today and have big heart and non-judgment attitude supporting to this altruism gives much space for us as well as to others.
I think, Behenji, that is really wonderful because everyone wants good things to happen to them. When it is happening to someone, at least we can rejoice so that later that good thing happened to me also. Can we have a reflection on that?
Sit in a comfortable position. Relax your body for a while. Take long breath and relax. Allow your mind to be calm. Take your mind beyond this world of sound and gently take your mind far beyond this universe. Visualize the abode of silence, the place of God dwells, Param Dham, which is filled with powerful vibrations of peace, bliss and purity. Gently allow yourself to be charged with these powers. Give the same to all souls in this world. As God is praised as having big heart, who can accommodate all souls in his heart, being the child of Supreme Father, let me also think big. Have big heart to appreciate every soul on earth. Feelings of altruism with everyone, making a space for everyone to move forward and becoming non-judgmental with their actions. This gives me deep feelings of comfort in myself and also making others more comfortable. Om Shanti.
Thanks a lot, Behenji. As usual, these feelings of peace which you give us every day will definitely go a long way in making our life so peaceful. On behalf of all the viewers, thanks a lot once again.
Thank you.
So, friends, that has been a wonderful and revealing discussion. Altruism and non judgmental attitude. These two attitudes, if you practice every day, definitely there is going to be a drastic change in our life because all our headaches come from just one issue. We sometimes unnecessarily put our mind, involve ourselves in matters that has really nothing to do with us. So let us practice these attitudes, let us practice meditation, especially Rajyoga meditation every day, so that there is the fulfillment which we want in our life. So continue with us in this journey. Any queries, any doubt, please feel free to email us or call us in our number. And until we meet again in the next episode, it is a goodbye from all of us.